try. First voiceover video I've ever done. I was literally about to start overthinking it 2 seconds ago, and I was like, nope, I'm just gonna switch it on and start. So, I watched K-pop Demon Hunters for the first time, which I didn't think I was going to be watching it, because I am a Christian. I believe in the Bible and what the Bible says, and I follow Jesus. So, naturally, demons are evil. And so I thought, probably something I was never gonna watch. I started wondering if I could watch it, because I'm getting old enough to decide that for myself and to discern what I like and what I don't like and what is right and what is not right by the standards that the Bible sets. I decided I wanted to at least give it a try, because I don't like how quick people are to judge something before they haven't seen it. And I am trying to fix that in myself. So I thought to myself that even if it did turn out to be not the best thing to watch as a Christian, I'll at least watch it once and see. At least worth it to try. And I wanted to watch it because something I have noticed with movies in particular is that when everyone gets all hyped about a certain movie, it's usually because the movie is actually really good. Like, I don't follow trends and stuff like that because I tend to think they're stupid, but when it comes to movies, from what I had heard of it, it looked like the type of movie that I would really like. I like that kind of animation. I'm actually finding that I really like K-pop type music, and the story sounds interesting. Like, it would be really cool to see, good defeating demons and stuff like that. And because of everyone's hype about it, and my previous experience with the hype usually meaning the film is good, I did have high expectations watching it, which I tried to drop as I watched it, so that I could just watch the movie and not try to compare it to my expectations, which was really difficult. But it definitely lived up to those expectations, and I can totally see why everyone got hyped about it, like last year when it came out. And I am glad that I watched it, because I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed the animation. The story was great. It's one of those movies that people like me, we look at it and we're comforted by the fact that at least some people out there are still able to make really good stories. At least there's some people out there still able to see that and make that for others. And one of the biggest things about this movie, I think, I'm about to say the music. I'm a very musical person. I'm someone who can, to some extent, can hear a sound, and off of my brain I can start trying to identify what note it is and stuff like that. So I'm a bit of a freak like that, okay? So someone like me watching this movie with the amount of creativity that went into this music and stuff, this new style, I'm finding that I really like Korean stuff in media, like Korean singers, music. Koreans, they look so cool, come on. So I love the music. My favorite song's probably how it's done. Obviously the animation is great. It's one of those animation styles that's just so pleasing to look at. It doesn't even matter if it's a clip from the film or if it's a picture. It's just nice to look at, and it makes you want to draw. I remember even before I decided I was going to watch the movie that I was like, I kind of want to draw them even if I don't watch the movie. Just because the style is like that, it's that nice. And one thing that I really appreciate is that the demons are actually conveyed as an evil that is meant to be defeated. When I talk to people about getting into the film industry, like as a Christian, I get a lot of people who say the film industry is a very dark place at the moment. There's just so many demonic things in movies. This is why I was very stupid in watching Stranger Things, and I stopped. Because seriously, if you're a Christian, you should not be watching Stranger Things. What are you doing? What are you fooling yourself? But in K-pop Demon Hunters, the demons were actually bad. And even to some extent, I know that Jinwoo kind of had a redemption arc, but it's not like he could save his soul from being a demon. It's not like he could save his soul from hell, which, with the coming at it from a Christian perspective, a demon is irredeemable. Jesus didn't die to save fallen angels. He died to save humans and our souls. Storytelling is a very manipulative media. It's kind of harsh, but that's what it is. You sit down to watch a movie and you spend an hour to 3 hours watching other characters and feeling what those other characters are feeling, including the antagonists sometimes. So if you have a demon bad guy character who is made to have you sympathize with them so that you think, oh, they're not so bad, then you're being manipulated. It's so easy to just subtly have your mind changed like that to, oh, okay, I've seen that movie and they weren't so bad, so they shouldn't be so bad in this other movie I'm watching. And it just gets to you eventually. But even Jinwoo, like I said, he kind of had a bit of a redemption arc, but he wasn't able to save his soul or anything. And so I do appreciate that the demons are actually bad in this movie, as they are in real life, as they should be portrayed. And the evil of these demons are being dealt with via good. Anyway, as for the actual drawing in this video, I wanted to draw Rumi, because she was my favorite character. I've been using like highlighters a lot lately. It's a new style and I'm really enjoying it and I really love how it looks. I think it, for me personally, it fits the animation style in like the vibe of the style, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But it gets a little tricky working with highlighters. As you can imagine, your highlighter can only get so thin, which personally I don't really find that much of a problem. It's not a problem, but for these drawings I felt like using a ballpoint pen, since you could get a lot more detail and obviously tonal range. I drew 2 of these last night, and by last night I mean actually like 1 in the morning. I lost track of time. And these 2 that you can see in the video, I drew them like this afternoon, this morning. But I really like how all of them came out, even though this one that I'm currently drawing, it's not the best drawing. Her face is really off. It's like skew on the left. Yeah, I liked how simple it was to just use 1 ballpoint pen and not like a bazillion different highlighters. And one of the biggest reasons I think why I really liked this movie was because I have noticed over the last couple of years, as I've been growing older, that my style from an artistic perspective is definitely not what I thought it would be, and I am definitely not the artist that I expected myself to be as a little kid. And I am grateful for that, because little me, the artist that little me thought she would become, I could not care less about that artist. Yuck. I've noticed I'm beginning to like things that I didn't like so much before, like rap music and K-pop music and really messy drawings and art that looks like it was made by a 5-year-old, but it was made that way because it was made by someone who doesn't care about perfection. And I just found K-pop Demon Hunters really had a lot of those different elements that I'm finding I really like in it. Anyhow, I hope this video gave you some insight. Bye!